I've got to get my mind off a few things, so let's make fun of Hollywood, shall we?
It's time for Mansplaining with Mr. Chaos.
God, this is terrible.
Good day, good evening, good night, good afternoon, whatever your situation may be. Master Chaos here, back with you once again. I'm drinking coffee today because of the events of the last week. I'm not sure if you saw what happened to me, but let me clue you in. There was a noise outside my door, and I'm checking on it. Now this is Master Chaos. Hopefully I'll be able to sign out. Hello? So I'm not exactly sure what happened to me during the event. As soon as I stepped outside of my recording studio here, the next thing I remember, I was in my living room on the floor laying down. I don't remember going there. I don't remember honestly anything after the that flash of light. I was alone. My family was not home at the time, so there's no one to really back up or corroborate what happened to me besides what you saw. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's do something to get our minds off of things, right? Let's think about something else. One thing I noticed recently is how boring movie posters have been getting. I was noticing something about the poster for Ad Astra and Last Blood, and the fact that they're very simple posters. As you can see here, they're very simple, plain, vanilla posters, and I don't understand that because posters used to be so cool. So I propose that Hollywood hire artists from Ghana. Yes, African artists who may have actually never even seen the movies to design the posters. Let me show you what I mean. So apparently the story goes that the people of Guyana were not able to afford the posters or the actual marketing materials for Hollywood movies, or they were pirating them. I'm not sure exactly the details. All I know is for some reason that the people of Guyana had to create their own movie posters for our Hollywood blockbusters. Anyway, you're not going to believe some of these. Let's kick it off with a great film that has kind of a boring poster, and I think we could all admit that the Jurassic Park poster is a little boring, right? I mean, there's not much going on there. I know maybe it's just me, but I mean, it could be punched up, right? And one of the artists in Ghana did just that. Here is his poster. I mean, that sells it for me. The whole toilet, I mean, the fact that a dinosaur is eating a man off a toilet is the number one selling point. And they should have put that on the poster. I'm surprised Steven Spielberg didn't even think to do that. That's pretty disappointing. Next is sort of it's a big budget movie, but not as well regarded. I don't know that a lot of people even talk about this movie anymore. I think it's a really cool movie. Mel Gibson's Apocalypto. So you can see the Apocalypto posters. Very simple, very plain. Not much going on with it. The people of Ghana decided to make their own version of Apocalypto, which sells the hell out of the movie. Check this thing out. Oh my god. That's amazing. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. I mean, there's so much awesomeness on that poster. And yes, they have no idea how to draw faces, and that's going to be a recurring theme in these. But you can see the comparison is there. Hollywood, you need to punch this shit up, my friend. Next, clear the slate. Let's get into action mode. Do you guys remember the classic Under Siege with Steven Seagal? Who doesn't, right? Steven Seagal is amazing. Well, he was, I guess, in a couple movies. Under Siege is a great film, though. But the people of Ghana have found a way to make Under Siege poster way cooler. Boom. So as you can see, they went with a bigger version of Seagal there. A little more Seagal body in that shot. A little more action-packed, and I think those are helicopters. It looks like they're dropping pasta sauce, or maybe it's an explosion. I'm not sure what's going on there. Regardless, it's a fantastic poster. Now let's talk about vampires. Let's talk about the arguably second most famous vampire movie ever made. That's Interview with the Vampire. You know, great poster. It's fine. It's mostly just a big headshot of Tom Cruise, which is going to be a recurring theme as well. It's fine. It's interesting. I guess we get what the movie's about. However, let's see what the people of Ghana turned in for us. It's basically the exact same thing, except they've added the girl from Blood Rain, which I think her name is Blood Rain. I don't remember, but anyway, so they've added Blood Rain to the poster. So maybe it's a matchup that only exists in Ghana, because I've never seen that film. But you do still have the Tom Cruise big face. However, have you noticed the title change? Yes, if you look closely, it reads, "The Fierce Ghost Eats Human Region."
The fierce ghost eats human region.
I don't know about you, but that's kind of a cooler title than Interview with the Vampire, because I would like to see the fierce ghost eat the human region. As a matter of fact, I'm sure there are movies that offer just that, yes. Speaking of Tommy Cruise, let's talk about his movie Mission Impossible. This is a great movie, but the poster is quite lackluster. As you can see, it's just sort of his face, in silhouette. Another headshot kind of poster. Not very interesting or exciting, in my opinion. However, the people of Ghana have decided to punch it up in their own unique way, and I think they nail it. That is amazing. That is a thing of beauty. I mean, you got a perfect rendition of Tom Cruise. He's got his gun out, and you've got a random Kim Jong-un type of guy on a motorcycle running away from what we can assume is explosions. And there's a car and a train. I'm not sure what the thing is in the background, but that's how you sell an action movie. And yes, it looks like a kid drew it, but I suppose that's part of the fun. Moving on, let's do Mission Impossible 2. As you can see in Mission Impossible 2, it kind of goes with the same idea. They've added a little more of Tom Cruise. We can see him now, but it's basically just him running through fire, I suppose. This is, of course, the most ridiculous entry in the series. I think most people will agree with that. However, the people of Ghana have gone above and beyond in their in their efforts to sell Mission Impossible 2. Basically the same thing, but what I like here is the change in guns and the sort of mystical white mist that surrounds Tom Cruise. Is it better than the American one? No, I'll give you the American one is better there. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. If you were walking into a video store in Ghana, what you would be looking at if you wanted to rent this movie. Next is a little known film, very small, only really in-depth horror fans would know this film. It's Stephen King's Sleepwalkers. I believe Mick Garris directed it, if I'm not incorrect there. I know he had something to do with it. Anyway, Sleepwalkers. Good film. Cool poster. It's not a terrible poster. It's, it shows a whole bunch of creepy cartoon cats running towards a house. Doesn't really sell what the movie is, per se. Are the cats the sleepwalkers? I know they're not, but you don't, if you haven't seen the movie. However, the Ghana version completely spoils the movie in a way, but also delivers quite a pleasing package to the eye. Yes, that is right. That is a full-on boobage from some kind of alien monster that is being attacked by cats. It is a thing of beauty. You cannot deny that this is a better poster than this. I mean, come on. This is a masterpiece. If you do look very closely at the leg there, do you see that? It appears as if the woman has a cat leg, because that is just attached to her. Let's check out another Stephen King classic. This is, of course, the movie Cujo. Kind of a simple poster here. Doesn't really give away the dog or the family in peril or anything like that. So you're not really sure what Cujo is or what Cujo can deliver for you as an audience member. However, let's check out what they did. Boom. Now that's how you sell Cujo. I mean, that's exactly what I want to see when I want to check out a killer dog movie. You got Cujo right there. It's telling you all you need to know. And again, they can't get faces right. I honestly don't even know why they hire these artists. I'm not even sure if it's the same guy. I don't think it's the same guy. Switching gears slightly, let's talk about Total Recall. This is not as obscure as those films. Total Recall is a classic science fiction movie starring, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger, But let's see how the people from Ghana have improved on it. As you can see, they have all these selling points on the poster. Get mutant faces and the three-boobed woman. I mean, that's beautiful. That's how you sell Total Recall, man. Right there, perfect. A splayed open Arnold Schwarzenegger and a three-boobed lady with a gun. That's classic. Let's go a little modern with our sci-fi, and let's talk about the classic Planet Terror, part of the Grindhouse films. I loved Planet Terror. I thought it was great. I thought it was one of the best things that Robert Rodriguez has ever made. And I also really liked Alita, by the way. If you guys haven't seen Alita, check it out. Neither here nor there. We just wanted to mention that. Anyway, Planet Terror has a way better poster in Ghana. So you can see this is a quite graphic poster for many reasons. Let's get in close for this one. She appears to be on some kind of parallel bar in a ballet class, and she's showing us her goods down here. And if we go up to the top, you'll see that her face is in either ecstasy or anger or something, but the whole package is just beautiful. I mean, this is how you sell that movie. I mean, I'm surprised Tarantino didn't pick this this artwork compared to that artwork, right? Everybody remembers the Oscar-winning film Gladiator. Did it win Best Picture? I don't remember. It won some kind of Oscars. Anyway, everybody remembers Gladiator, right? Ridley Scott's Gladiator. Well, we remember the poster. I had a simple poster of Gluteus Maximus, or whatever his name was, standing, at the Colosseum. But let's see how the artists of Ghana have improved on it. Boom! Now that is a beautiful poster. That is again another thing of beauty. Let's go in close for this one. As you can see, they've really nailed Russell Crowe's face here. They've got the droopy look going on. I think that's pretty dang wonderful. Then down here we got tigers eating people's guts. Yeah, that's a way cooler poster for Gladiator. I don't know. You can't actually disagree with me because it is a way cooler poster. I have two more posters I want to bring to your attention. One of them is the sequel to one of my favorite haunted house movies of all time. It's also a pretty decent movie on its own, Poltergeist 2. Nice, simple poster. It's actually a favorite of mine in terms of composition. It tells you all you need to know, and it's quite striking. However, I think the artists from Ghana have interpreted the movie in a very special way. As you can see, this poster is complete and utter bananas. Nothing in this poster happens. There are no winged
bat guys. There's no ghoulies type creatures. There's no chainsaw through a car roof situation.
And yes, Carol Ann does not have brown hair, and I don't believe she has a doll in the film. I may be wrong about that. It's been a while since I've seen it, but nevertheless, it is completely inaccurate and at the same time quite wonderful. The last one I want to bring to your attention before I retire for the evening is, of course, the classic film Ghost. Oscar-winning film. It won an Oscar, right? I don't remember what it won an Oscar for. Was it Best Picture? Did Ghost win Best Picture? No, it doesn't sound right. That does not sound right at all. Regardless, we have the classic paranormal romance movie Ghost. A very fun movie, very lovely film, very well made. However, the people from Ghana have interpreted the film in a very unique way. If we take a close-up look, it appears that this woman, who I'm not sure if she's supposed to be Demi Moore or Whoopi Goldberg, has a face coming out of her. I'm not some kind of demon coming out of her. And then there's a little man. I'm not sure if that's a little Patrick Swayze or not, but it certainly doesn't look like him. But there he is, standing like a little midget ghost in front of not Demi Moore person who is sitting in a chair and giving stomach birth to some kind of demon. That's basically the plot of Ghost. So, I mean, they nailed it on all counts. So, what is the point of all this? The point is very simple. I want Hollywood to stop making lame movie posters. I'm sure you want that too. Dear Hollywood, if you're watching, and we know you are, posters used to be considered artwork. People would buy posters and frame them and put them on their walls because they were a collector's item. I do the same thing. Sorry, I have a pain in my neck. Anyway, Hollywood, posters used to be amazing and beautiful and collector's item worthy, and now they're just very boring and dull and completely phoned in. And I think that is a missed opportunity for you, because you're missing out on an audience of people who love collecting film art. So, please, Hollywood, think twice when you design a poster. Don't just slap a headshot on there and maybe fix it up with Photoshop. Try something a little different, okay? Have a little fun with it. Give us something we've never seen before, and you will have a loyal audience at your door.
I just wanted to say thanks. I'm glad you came along, partner.